Once again, hello guys, once again welcome back to our channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to use a digital multimeter. A digital multimeter has a lot of purposes, so in our next videos, before we start learning how these sensors works and everything, we might need to first understand what is a digital multimeter. A digital multimeter is used by DIY lovers, by electricians, and very many other people in various tasks. So today we want to analyze and understand the actual importance and how to use this digital multimeter properly. Now, before we start, let's look at some of the components. The first one is the switch. This multi-purpose switch can be used for many purposes. So, for example, if I want to measure current in amps, let me first zoom in the camera. You'll need to use this. As you see here, this is current, but AC current. So you can put it here in the range of 1000 amps. You can also put it here in the range of 200 amps. The values which are here are the same as here, so it doesn't matter. So this one is current. So to measure current, first and foremost, you need to first remove this data hold, so it will be off. Then you'll use this as a clamp. Some multimeters may not be having clamps, so those ones are not suitable for measuring current. But this one, you can use a clamp meter. This is called a clamp meter. A little more about clamp meters. They use a principle of electromagnetic induction. We all know that a current carrying conductor always have a magnetic field around it. So this clamp meter will actually measure, or it will actually measure the amount of magnetic field on a certain current carrying conductor. Then it will use that one to give you the actual current reading, which is calibrated to do. The second thing here is the AC voltage. This one has a range of up to 750 volts AC. Then the second one is DC. As you can see there, that is DC, direct current. Another very important aspect here is the resistance. Here the resistance is divided into very many parts, but the most important here is a 200 ohms. 200 ohms, which also you see that it has something like a sound. So whenever we measure something which is below 200 ohms, it will give us a sound, a beep sound. We are going to see it at the moment. So this one is very important when we are measuring continuity of a cable or of a circuit. 20 kilo ohms is also another important range. In case you want to measure resistance which are greater than 200 ohms, you'll measure this one. Then another one, you can measure 20 mega ohms, 2000 mega ohms. These are very big resistances which can also be used to measure. So we are going to see each one by one. We are going to do some tests for some. We are going to start with the 200 ohm resistance. This one, you're going to use it to measure the low resistances or the continuity. Continuity means that if the circuit has a continuity or is continuing without any break, it means it will measure the resistance. How does the meter does it? It sends a voltage to pass through that conductor. If the voltage is broken, it will show you open circuit. If the voltage passes through, then it will show you the resistance here. So stay around and see how we can measure continuity. Now before we start measuring anything, let's first connect our two testing terminals or testing pins. These two testing pins, they always contain a red and a black one or blue. The red, we connect it at the positive or at the live or the positive. This is the positive. Then the black one, we connect it at the common or at the negative. This is very important because when you misconnect them, they will always be hard for you to interpret. Now, if we want to measure the continuity, we can start with continuity or the low resistance of a conductor. Here we can put it in 200 ohm range. 200 ohm range. Now after putting it in a 200 ohm range, then you get the meter will show you 1. 1 means open circuit. Always make sure that the whole data hold is off, because if it is on, it will be giving wrong readings. Always ensure that it is off. This is the way it is off. It is out. Then here it will show you 1. 1 means open circuit. 1 means open circuit. That one you should get it. Depends on whatever meter you're using to show you 1. Other meters might show you OL, open circuit, and very many, but this is the open circuit. So if I bring my conductor here, for example, like a spanner, you want to measure the resistance or the continuity, because this one is already continuing, it doesn't have any break. Once I want to measure it, I'll bring two terminals, these two terminals. You can even first test them before you start using them. You can connect them to each other. Connecting them to each other, they will give you a beep sound which shows that there's resistance. I think you can hear the sound. You can hear the sound. Then you can bring them and you connect here. You can connect one. Let me first put camera down, because at the moment I put the camera down, then I'll record for you and you see. Then you can connect the spanner. After connecting them to, you're hearing the sound. It's because I've connected the spanner, so, and the spanner has continuity. If there's no continuity, to show you open circuit. I think that one we have got it. Now in order to measure the voltage DC, we are going to use our battery as a reference. You can first need to switch it. Now remove it from the continuity, put it into voltage. Voltage, you should be careful because DC is sensitive to polarity. So since the red one is the positive, we shall put it on the positive terminal of the battery. Then we shall put the black one on the negative terminal of the battery. After putting them, then you can measure. You're seeing 13 volts, as you can also see here. Negative is there, positive is there, 13 volts. Now in case you change the polarity, for example, if I put the positive on here, then the negative the other side, positive there, negative on the positive side, I'll get negative answer. You see, so DC voltage is very sensitive to polarity. So always use a red pin for positive and a black pin for negative. So that's how we measure the voltage. Hope now everything is clear about the multimeter. Other functions like measuring AC voltage, just put it into AC voltage. Then you take your testing probes, these two testing probes, put them across an AC voltage circuit. It will give you the reading here. The reading the meter always gives is called the RMS, or the root mean square value of an alternating voltage. Yeah, more about that we shall see it later. Then for current, AC current or DC, just take this clamp meter, put it into AC here, show you 00, go to any current conductor wire, open the clamp there the cable, then you see the reading here. So just do the test at home. In case your meter doesn't have this, don't worry, just leave the figure as that. Otherwise, thanks for watching.